Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another One Piece manga review. We are here to review chapter 1101. This chapter is called Dear Bonnie. I'm joined by my guys, Versen and Jazz, as always. Before I introduce them, just let me let y'all know, for those, I know in the last review I talked about giving more anime content. Now that I got the daily sports show up and running, don't worry. This upcoming week we will launch some more of the anime content that you'll be seeing throughout 2024. So be on the lookout for that. But join me as always. We got our guys. Let's start off. Jazz, how you doing this week, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just going through a little bit of a cold, but it's all right.
Yeah, we making it. I feel you. I'm in the same little boat. Versen, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. I got to drive early as hell to New Orleans tomorrow for an early SO workshop, but I'm going to pay money for it.
Hey, well, get that shmoney, homie. And I'm glad that's good we're doing the review early then. So you guys will get this first thing Friday morning. Excuse me. As we always do, we do a brief summary and then go through the chapter. I'm going to say it now, and we'll discuss this when we're doing our discussion. This wasn't my favorite chapter, and I'll tell y'all why. But this chapter starts off, we see Kuma seeing Luffy at the Goa Kingdom. Luffy's doing his gum axe that he did on Arlong, practicing it. He then flashes back to Dragon, where Dragon talks some things about Luffy, which we'll discuss. And Kuma's like, you know what, never mind. Kuma then sees Luffy and is like, you know what, I got to dip because the government's calling him somewhere. Luffy notices it, but doesn't really see who it is. Kuma then goes to this other kingdom and this other ship, and they pretty much surrender. Instantly, we see Kuma trying to send letters to Bonnie. Bonnie then goes check for the letters, and basically she wasn't getting any of them because that bitch Alpha was destroying them. Alpha, this evil woman, was tearing up all of Kuma's letters for Bonnie, and Bonnie basically was really pissed that Alpha was destroying them. And as we see Kuma and Vegapunk, we see Kuma writing some more letters to Vegapunk. They're discussing things. Again, Bonnie doesn't get any of these letters, but we do see her hanging out with Grandma Connie and her friends, who ends up being her crew. Bonnie then sits and is like, I'm 9, Dad. Where's my letters? I didn't get any of them. We then see a little flashback to Sabo and Dragon, which is dope. And then we cut back to Grandma Connie and Alpha and Bonnie. Bonnie then finds out Alpha was being a bitch and destroying this shit. And then Bonnie takes out Alpha using her attack that gives her Gear 3rd Luffy's arm, or Nika's arm nonetheless. And the chapter ends. Where do y'all want to begin, fellas?
You know what?
Did y'all want to go to the back? Because I'm going to talk more about the top, if we're being honest. So whatever y'all want.
I'm fine with us going pretty much in order, but we need to talk about Dragon.
That's what I really want to talk about the most.
You want to leave Dragon for last?
Up to y'all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Up to y'all. I'm not tripping because that's gonna be what I talk about.
Let's talk about the Bonnie
segment. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I don't like this. Is what I don't like about the chapter. To be upfront, I don't like this ability of hers, because what is this? Is this like an add-on? Like, no, I'm not just salty. Her thing, we thought her attack, her power was she can age people up or de-age people, but be the perfect version of it. And now she can use attacks that are imaginary, or her imagination. What the fuck is this?
But she's used alt timeline before. This is not the first time we see alternative history.
But it was with people she knew, I thought, or people that she has had contact with. She didn't know Luffy at this point, or didn't know Nikki at this point. This is straight from her mind.
The way I interpret it is that, so the way I see it is so Bonnie does have an age fruit, but the way I see it is that, if she can imagine a different timeline where she has those powers, it technically makes sense, because there are alternate timelines where she could have eaten the Nika fruit. Or there's an alternate timeline where she was actually Kuma's daughter and she turned into, and she was actually half Buccaneer. So it's that's the way I'm perceiving it, because it just makes the most sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. If anything, I just kind of picture this as, this is my form if I were big like my dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to believe it like y'all do, because otherwise, this makes no sense to me.
Len, let me keep it real simple for you. It's a paramecia. those things have always
Just,
been fucking
just
weird.
letting anything happen.
If it were a human zone, it'd be different. But paramecias are literally the sky is literally your limit. Like, I don't know, like, all right, let's be real. If we're mad about alternate history timeline, Bonnie, everything after the Nika reveal is fucking weird. And listen, my
But-
only
but-
sentiment was that I was fine with it because ultimately I think Nika is just a cartoon character, which means Luffy can do cartoon character shit.
See,
All
but
right?
for me, at least with that, it's like it's saying his power is his imagination. Therefore, I'm with you. The cartoon shit is okay. It's whatever he imagines. So to me, if you're saying his power is whatever he imagines, go ahead, do whatever. But for fucking Katakuri, whose power is mochi, I don't see that nigga making some random shit that's not mochi or like Doflamingo and strings. I thought her shit was age. It's like if her shit's age, okay, it's age, but it's not age. It's more than that. And I don't know if I'm rocking with that.
Well, wait,
Because
can
then
It's not unlike a Gear Second.
can she make lava? Like if she thinks of can she make a lava fist? Thinking of a Kainu? Like how far does this go? Is my question.
I think it all just it's
Can she make
I think
lightning? Like
I think it just depends on like whatever she's seen or like
how is she seen? Okay, so it has to be the Buccaneer arm then. It has to.
Let me ask why does Zoro, who has no devil fruit, can grow a third head?
No,
and
but
summon
it's
Hellfire.
But they let it happen. Like they told me that's what he could do. All I'm saying is when you tell me this is what someone can.
Let me ask you, Len, who told you she couldn't do that? Who told you she couldn't do that?
Also, Robin. Wait, so okay, wait. So,
no one,
Robin,
no one. But I'm gonna say this: when you state that her fruit does this, that's what I'm expecting. That's all I'm saying.
So then I posed another question. So we
Go
know
ahead.
Robin's fruit can sprout arms, right? Why did she turn into a devil last arc? Who knows?
I don't know, but I fucked with it.
That shit was
I
cool.
fucked with it. You know why? I fucked with it because I fuck with Robin. Not saying I don't fuck with Bonnie because I do like Bonnie, but I think this is too much. I think this is too far. I think Robin getting a limit breaker form, that's cool. Let it be. I'm cool with that. She learned some fishman shit. Whatever. This is just random, bro. This is too much for me.
But she's used it before.
I
don't
know
why you were. I don't know why you weren't upset before.
Because it was someone she knew. This is like I'm drawing the line because she's saying Nika.
But she couldn't have read this. But she couldn't have read Kuma's Bible and figured out.
I guess maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, also again, like her ability to expand her body and become almost like an ape, and then she's just like, "Oh, I could do it with just one arm at a time." How is that like a giant leap? Like I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't like
it. I kind of understand where you're coming from, but like this doesn't seem necessarily completely outside of her power set. And also, like, I don't know, Chopper's got horn point and all this other shit.
I just accept, that's why I accept it, because he's a scientist and maybe he can create some shit that he eats and it adjusts. This is just random to me. Like every other thing we've talked about, I can connect where it makes sense. This one I just can't connect yet. That they just told me that. My man taps into the power of hell. That's just like his power.
But you know what? At the end of the day, after this chapter, we can all agree that Basil Hawkins is still the worst in the worst generation.
Oh yeah,
he's so much.
He's at the
because Bonnie whooping his ass. Bonnie is whooping his ass. Now it's like I see why Bonnie's worst generation.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what's crazy?
Because near death, I thought near death was crazy, and that makes sense because she can fast forward your life. She pushes you right to the end. You see a near death experience. I get that. This, I'm just like, okay, whatever. But what is she saying, Jazz? My bad.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, this is crazy. I used to think Bonnie was like weaker. I think she's top.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm not. Now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much, brother.
Who is Bonnie not beating in the top 5?
Luffy.
Oh wait, no, my bad. I said worst generation. I meant supernovas. Because worst generation top 5.
Okay,
that's the exact same thing, but Blackbeard.
I was
They don't change it that much.
Because Zoro's in the worst generation too, right?
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's Zoro and Killer.
He's a supernova. I would say it's Luffy.
It's just plus Blackbeard.
Law, because this is how I rank it in terms of strength. Luffy, Law, Zoro, Kid, Killer. And then I would say you could throw Bonnie after them. After them.
I think she can beat Killer.
Me too, honestly.
But I actually
I don't know.
BJ, because his fortress is, does she have, can she bust through the walls?
See, that's what my question is, if she can just randomly think of anything, why can't she Akainu fist the wall?
Well, I guess if she does age,
she can age the walls.
Yeah, because she turned the walls to, like,
see, my thing is, I thought her aging thing was with people, like biological organisms.
No, I agree. But
unlike
Shinobi. But BJ still feels like
true.
Person, he's still like a person.
He's still the wall. Yeah, fair. Well, yeah, look, I gotta
like the first coating, and then
I'm not mad at putting her 6. I just think the roof piece homies, their hockey overpowers her. Like, I think their hockey is stronger than hers. But I think everybody else.
Killer, but... Hold on, who? What 2 people in the bottom 2 got hockey, my friend?
Wait, which one are you talking about? Either Killer and Kid?
Which one of them boys got hockey, man?
Well, I know Killer got armament, brother. I know that for a fact. Like,
oh no, I'm not talking about Killer.
Oh, you talking about Kid? In Law? Well, Law had.
Well, no, Law has a busted devil fruit, so I'm not putting Law in that conversation.
Okay, who you saying? Zoro?
I'm talking about Kid.
Oh, Kid? Yeah, no. I mean, look, Kid got Conqueror's hockey, but his shit was so weak that them niggas just looked and was like, that kind of hurt, and then kept moving. So, like, I don't know. I don't know.
The nigga said, "Are you just staring at me, bro?" It's like, why are you looking at me hard?
But look, I'm gonna put Bonnie 6 until she show me some more. I'm putting her 6. I don't mind that. I think, and a Rouge I can't rank because we don't know what the fuck he can do. But I think once we see a Rouge, she'll probably fall at 7 for me, because I think a Rouge will fall either top 5 or 6. Thus pushing Killer down.
Rouge, so it's fine.
Ever?
I want us to, but I don't.
Coming.
Dude, people are trying to say now we're gonna get an Ellen Rouge at
we got to.
We have to. What if the story doesn't say we have to?
Why did I need Bonnie? I didn't need this.
You got some of the best
now
in the game, and now you're upset.
I'm not upset, but I'm just saying I need some Rouge love. Like, you gave me bullshit. Nah, hold on. We got bullshit Apu, my brother. We got bullshit Hawkins.
Oh yeah, Apu got love. That's what you describe that?
Apu and Hawkins got love. I need some Rouge love.
They got screen time. That ain't love.
Yeah, I don't know if they got love.
Beige got love. Beige and Bonnie got love.
Yeah,
but Beige is a whole different story.
And I'm just saying, both of them got love. Let me get some Rouge love. Why y'all hating on the brother? The black man can't get screen time.
I'm not hating. It's a Rouge piece.
I'm asking you, why is it an Elbath? What is he going to do to deserve to go to Elbath? I don't necessarily think my recommended feed today.
I'm not saying it has to be an Elbath, but I'm saying before we get to the final war, before we get to Laugh Tale, or maybe it's with Laugh Tale, or maybe it's with Lodestar, maybe not Laugh Tale, maybe it's with Lodestar. Or the way to Laugh Tale.
Lynn, they're not letting him in the Lodestar Club. He's not on the list.
We gotta let a Rouge
the only way I see a Rouge getting introduced in the story to where he like is important is that, because you know how like Enel destroyed Burka? Maybe the Birkin people were like the last people who like 100% devoted, believed in the sun god, and that's the only way.
I hope a Rouge got the Poneglyph. I hope a Rouge got the Poneglyph.
No, that's disrespectful to whoever had the Poneglyph. What the fuck are you saying?
How's that disrespectful? The black man can't have a Poneglyph?
No, like bottom 7 of the Supernova can't have a Poneglyph.
Imagine if
kid couldn't get the Poneglyph.
A Rouge is just
like... Rouge
had to get ribbons from Luffy.
Watch a Rouge is the strongest Supernova. Watch.
Oh, you mean it's gonna be like Yami and Bleach, where like the one peels off and he's number 0?
Yeah. Watch
but
my
then
brother.
And you know what? Got fodderized by Kenpachi, so that means our Kenpachi is Garp. So that means Garp's gonna just pull up with this random young black man and beat his ass, and you think that's okay?
I was okay with that. I'm super okay with that as long as Kobe doesn't get the W.
See, that's foul. Kobe definitely gonna get that W now. She said that.
That's foul. Fuck that nigga, man.
Dude, that honesty impact is gonna crumple that man.
Oh no! You know what he gonna do? He gonna take that honesty impact, use his devil fruit, convert that to his retribution power, and strike the fuck out of Kobe.
You know,
let me ask, do you think he can absorb 2 of them though? What's he gonna do about the second one?
Well, can Kobe survive the
He's got 2 fists. Throw
That's
one,
kinda
then throw the other.
You know what? You know it's
Kobe surviving.
You know it's an interesting question though. Like if Aruja's fruit is basically just like a stockpile and then it's like a reversal, right? If Hockey kind of like negates devil
Does
fruits,
that negate his shit?
does that negate like
he would have to get his hockey? I would
like a
assume it
hockey
does.
hit?
I would assume it does, but unless his hockey, like I would think Aruja's goal would be to get his hockey as strong as possible, so he can add his hockey to his devil fruit, and like take hockey hits.
Like
and
I
give
don't
hits.
see Aruj getting hit with the advanced conquerors hockey hit and then taking that and then.
Oh no, he not. He getting fucking murked.
I think Rio in Advanced Conquerors just does basically like true damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to hurt as much as it hurts.
Yeah,
but I don't know. And I don't know. For me, again, I'm not trying to hit on Rouge, but it's like I just feel like Oda wrote too many characters, and we kind of got it somewhat rushed in Wano for a lot of them. So I think if we didn't even show up to Wano, and clearly it's something more with Bonnie because she's had a background like story this whole time with Kuma. But like the last time we saw Rouge, he was just kicking it in Balloon Terminal, and he's
let my man come in, man. Just Elbaf, he can fly in.
Listen, if he's at least a part of like a cover story, then I'll say he's
no. I don't want no cover. I don't want no cover story. Let my man fly into Elbaf. He got something to do.
Dude, what?
We don't know.
He turned in his airline miles for a vacation at Elbath, and now suddenly he gets to be a part
what he might just have, he might be looking for this shit, and he pulls up, and it's like, oh, Rouge, what are you doing here? And he has ties or something. Somebody,
all right, listen. Story. All right, this will be the last we talk about Rouge, at least coming out of my mouth for this chapter. Let me ask you, Len. There are 2 different ways to go with that. Either the Giants respect Rouge, or they don't, and they stomp him flat. Which do you think is worse? Because I'm going to be honest with you. The Giants respecting Arush for no goddamn reason is worse to me because that's supposed to be a hard thing to come by.
What if they have a reason because he fucked up Cracker or he fucked up Snack and he was going after Big Mom, but he just didn't get a shot to
free clout.
Look, man, I don't know Versen, but I'm just saying I just want some Rouge love in the story. That's all I'm saying. All right, brother. All right.
That's fine. Jazz, what do you think? What do you think, Jazz? Just beating up one cracker? Just a black guy beating up one cracker deserve all the rights to go to
No, don't fall for that bait. Don't fall for that bait.
Answer the question exactly how I asked you, Jazz.
Don't fall for that bait.
It's okay, man. We're all friends here. It's safe. We're all safe here.
I don't really think you get any freebies for beating somebody's child. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, man. We didn't really think Bonnie was gonna be important.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Let Oda cook.
That's my only thing. Let Oda cook. Because like. I mean, but then again,
dude, he forgot about that ingredient. He forgot about that ingredient back at the workstation.
That's all I'm saying. Right? Let him cook. We didn't know Bonnie was about to be important and would want her to join the Straw Hats. Let's see.
Whoa, dude, if Arush is a vegetable, he's actively rotting somewhere in the back of the freezer.
No, he's dry aged steak. He's gonna come out and be the perfect dry age.
And he's gonna eat him up immediately.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I will say one thing. It depends on this next popularity poll before Elbath. If Rouge is not higher, then he is not being an Elbath. I'll tell you that.
There you go.
That's how we'll gauge it.
Let's get back to the 7 out of 10 chapter.
Yeah, I give it a 7. So
7 or 6. I might be at a 6 if y'all at a 7. I gotta be lower than y'all.
I know, yeah.
I was waiting for him to drop it down because he said 6 earlier.
Yeah. I gotta be a little lower. I need some action. All this shit getting annoying. But let's talk.
Look, Connie, I ain't gonna lie.
She held it down.
Connie did her thing, bro. I low key thought Connie was just gonna be like some old grandma to be like just there for like emotional support.
Nah, she the real dowager queen.
Like she was, but like, bro, she was holding it down. Like
she her mama, like essentially.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, like pretty much. Versus what you got, because I know you like got some stuff on the non-dragon stuff.
Yeah, I agree with Jazz. Shouts to Connie. The fact that she's like, yeah, I'm a little lady. That means people just stay in front of me and they think that I'm not hearing them, even though I'm wide awake and standing right next to them. Whenever it came to finding about Alufa and about the letters and everything, I really liked how Bonnie used her fruit. I think that was good. I respect her crew because they were not hardened pirates. They were just normal ass people who all
her
love Bonnie.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I do.
I hope they get freed from Impel Down, where they certainly are right now.
Yeah, man, they got fucked. They got super fucked. They don't even deserve to be in Impel Down. They're probably in level 1. There's no way they're past level 1. Like those dudes are just normal civilians, like normal ass homies. Also, I'll say, all right, let's talk about Dragon now. Okay, so look, Dragon turns out might not be as big of a deadbeat as we thought. Still a deadbeat, but not as big.
I mean,
both.
Let me ask you a question. So that means he knew exactly where his son is the whole time, and he didn't go visit him or send a letter. You think that's less of a deadbeat than if he didn't know where the fuck he was?
So it depends on what you view. Dragon is putting the needs of the world ahead of the needs of his son. That's what he's doing. And it depends on how you feel about that. Like, I don't personally think putting your job above your family is okay. But like some people feel like his moral obligation is stronger than the obligation he has to, like, the micro versus the macro. He's putting the forest above the leaf.
I feel like
somebody get this man off his big fucking cross. Somebody please, would somebody please help him get off the cross he put himself on. Oh no, what a poor man. But yeah, I'm sorry, Jazz. I just had to get that in.
You know damn well if no one else was doing it, the One Piece world would be in shit. It'd be way worse than this is if it wasn't for
fucking bad.
It is. It's horrible.
I just feel like he's not a real bag chaser. If you have a child while you're trying to free the world, that's secondary. You have that child after. You got to be on a mission.
No, but Jazz, though, you got to keep in
How
mind.
you know it wasn't a harlot? How you know it wasn't a harlot that took his sperm? How you know?
Then the horny was over saving the world, brother. His priorities were out of order.
What if he had a rubber and he threw it away and she took the sperm out the rubber?
No, I think Garb did just not teach that boy how to use a condom. I don't
think contraceptive existed in their time.
What if that harlot was poking holes in Dragon's condom, bro?
For the record, Jazz, people have had contraceptions for literally thousands of years.
Yeah, they use pig intestine.
In Renaissance era One Piece. Also,
or cow intestine. Yeah, because cow intestine was bigger. Yeah,
that's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of wild, but I mean, hey, I guess you had to do what you had to do.
You had, not everybody wanted them babies, you dig?
But listen, let me put it this way: I don't actually mind. Well, I mean, it's still a little weird. It's almost kind of like how the longer story goes on, people who are really, really cool early in the story, they kind of look bad because things happen.
Certain things happen, or certain characters get better, like Kuma. Oh gosh!
Damn.
Y'all are really going here today, man.
No. Oh man, it's that cold.
They gonna get on your ass. Get on his ass.
Let me say this, and I know that this is something we talked about on and off, but I was actually going to go to a different series real quick. Early Dragon to me, I feel, is almost kind of like Hiruzen from Naruto, where it's like he's a lovable old man pre-time skip, and he actually really loved Naruto and like kind of took care of him.
And then like after, the worst human ever.
And then after the time skip, it's like, oh, you let everything happen.
Yeah, you look horrible.
And for the record, that only happened because obviously we couldn't let it all happen under Minato because Minato has to be perfect.
He is. It doesn't have to be. He is. I'm sorry, brother.
I know.
Hiruzen sucks.
Yes, because Kishimoto didn't want to make Minato like blameless.
I know how to trigger Versen. Hiruzen slander.
No, I don't even like him that much. I'm just saying it sucks how clearly those are two different characters. But because one continues from my point is, I feel the same way about Dragon. Dragon did a cool thing in Logtown, and otherwise he was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But the more we find out about him, the less I fuck with him. Actually,
but see, I think there's going to be a point to where, unlike Hiruzen, I think we'll find out something else about Dragon to where we get that Kuma effect, like how we look at Saba. I don't know if it'll be as to the impact of Sabaody because that's huge. Like, but I do think we'll get something from Dragon to where it'll be like, oh, okay, I see why this guy was epic and OP type situation. Like he's gonna do like some huge slave revolt, Fisher Tiger style, or some shit that when he leaves the Marines, he's gonna do something that I think is gonna make everybody be like, oh shit, okay, he was
I
about
need
his
him to
bag.
start committing acts of terrorism at this point. He can't save himself any other way.
Also, if he let a
I
slave
think that's
revolt,
gonna happen.
people have heard about it. A lot of people know about Fisher Tiger slaying.
True. I mean,
Also,
look, we just might not
So
have
what I'm
heard
hearing
about.
is
Look,
you want Dragon to copy a Fishman's work.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that the story's told from Luffy's perspective, and we only hear about certain tales of others when we need to, based upon when Luffy needs to. Like, we don't know Shanks' exploits, but we know Shanks was a monster. We know he did monstrous shit. But we didn't hear about his exploits. We just know Dragon's the worst criminal, and I'm sure he did things that made him that bad.
But see, that also, I know it's a primarily pirate manga, so we're going to see more portrayal of Shanks because he's a pirate and he's like who Luffy looks up to. But at the same time, I feel like
we do need Dragon.
We're like 100 chapters in, and we don't know why they call Dragon that. Even Mihawk has at least like hints to why he's called the world's greatest swordsman. You get at least like an inkling, but for Dragon, it's just kind of like.
And it's time, man. It's time.
I feel like we need it.
I'm like, I'm ready to get out of this flashback. That's why I read the chapter so low. Because it's like I'm ready to like move on. It's time. Like,
also, I don't know.
I feel like I got enough. I don't know what else they could tell me from this Kuma thing that'll keep me entertained.
Well, it looks like
for
it's
the
gone
next
from
chapter.
Kuma to a Bonnie flashback, in which case we might have one more chapter of Bonnie.
Oh man, what do we
Or
need
not,
with that? No, I'm just saying, not to shit
like,
on it.
He was like, "Oh, brother."
Yeah, Lynn last chapter review. Bonnie for Straw Hat. Lynn after this review. I don't want to see Bonnie again.
No, but I'm still Bonnie for Straw Hat. I'm just like, let's get out the past, man. We don't need to know no more about this shit. There's nothing else that's important to me.
Lynn really acting like Luffy right now. He's like sleeping through this Bonnie flashback. Like,
yeah, which
I was entertained in the beginning.
I will say two things. One, I think that whenever, because we all know how One Piece was originally supposed to go, we were supposed to handle Yonkos a lot quicker. And because we went through all the Shichibukai and stuff before that and everything else, Yonkos have gotten even bigger than what they were before. I think Dragon isn't supposed to be as strong as he's being portrayed, because I think the scope of the story wasn't supposed to be as big. So I will say that. And two, and this is actually my actual like final word when it comes to Dragon, basically, is I consider and I can slander Dragon, but I can also think he's cool because I am political and I do believe in revolutionary tactics and all that. I can balance all of this while also thinking he's kind of a shitty dad. But at the end of the day, the one who matters most, it's just like Jing, is Luffy. And Luffy doesn't really give a fuck. He loved how he grew up and was fine with it. The only thing Luffy cares about is the fact that he has one of his dead brothers and his other brother is no longer dead. He doesn't really care about his dad like that. So why should I get mad on his behalf? Except, one of the funniest parts about Hunter x Hunter is whenever Gon's like, yeah, I kind of like my dad. And everybody's like, your dad's the worst man of all time. He sucks. Fuck him. I kind of want to have a Dragon moment where Eva and maybe her short Kuma.
Oh, they're not saying that. Not those people.
Well, no. I mean, but they could say to Dragon's face, like, "Hey, Dragon, you're kind of a bum when it comes to your son, right?" They could say it.
You want more?
You need to allow
man,
it.
I'll bet you would ever. That's not. No one in the Revs is telling him that. That's got to be like a Kobe thing. Like Kobe's like, "Why weren't you there for your son?"
I mean, Eva literally was like, "Hey, Dragon, you're a little bit of a slut. You didn't even tell me you had a son, and he's running around."
Sure, but I think that's the extent of it.
All right, fair enough.
They're not messing with their mans. That's their mans.
Yeah, but it's like if your man was being kind of a bum,
sure,
or son or whatever, would you not check him a little bit by being like, "Hey, man, maybe talk to your girlfriend a little bit nicer, or maybe go see your son."
I definitely would, but they view this guy as like like the world changer. Like he's like their hope, their dreams.
How can I follow a man who don't even talk to his kid?
I need the Kuma or Eva or maybe a duo track of them dropping
that's fair.
Like the story of Edition versus Drake.
Fuck Pusha.
Oh my
T.
God.
Fuck Pusha. This is an anti-Pusher T podcast. We do not
be also anti-Drake.
No. Fuck no.
No, it's not.
You see Take Care back there. You see it back there. There's no way,
No,
Jazz.
the day Lynn comes on the pod and says something bad about Drake, I'm
It
gonna
has-
think they cloned him.
No, the only way he committed a crime. Like Drake did some fucked up shit. Like
Now
it
you
has
know
to-
Drake has committed
Dude,
crimes.
I can't.
Nothing was proven. He is innocent. We're not doing this.
Damn, I can't believe Lynn is a Taylor Swift girl for Drake. I didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll admit it for sure, brother. But all right, man, this chapter review has been wild. We got Drake talk, contraceptive from the 1800s.
You get it all with Bros Who Think, baby.
Yeah,
You do.
it's a trip around the world. Because
Oh
One
shit!
Piece is for the culture.
Anything else y'all got about the chapter? Oh, I will say I like the cover page, the cover art. I didn't know York was a blondie. I didn't expect York to be a blondie. That was surprising to me.
It makes so much sense now. Everybody
Yeah,
who I've
it
met
does.
that's blonde is evil.
God damn,
It makes so much sense now.
Jazz, what little white girl hurt you like that?
I can't
Plead the fifth.
speak on the
Plead the fifth.
I can't speak on those things.
I'm glad my girlfriend's a ginger, so
Fair enough.
yeah. But hey, York looking good. Like if she wasn't evil, I'd tap that.
I ain't gonna lie,
I'll tell you,
Lilith's looking better though.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh yeah,
Well, I
with,
mean,
with a ginger. Yeah.
Counterpoint. But counterpoint though, York is also like a giant or whatever. She's like what, 10 feet tall?
Yeah, stomp on me, girl.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, that's novel. That's interesting.
You want somebody who wants to be a celestial dragon to stomp on you, brother?
You know who wants to be a celestial dragon if they were in One Piece? Drake and also literally every other.
No,
rapper.
no, Drake would not stop it. We're not.
Oh, you're right. He already is one. He's the Doflamingo.
Stop
of
it!
the
No, stop it! We're not doing this.
Yeah,
My
dude,
man's a pirate.
me and my partner are watching Degrassi right now. I assure you, he is the Doflamingo.
Drake is a pirate. He's just a Shanks type,
No.
just following the world, doing his thing.
Dude,
you
I'm
know.
sorry. The 6 is not the Grand Line.
This is not Drake talk. I don't know why this got back to him, but I'm gonna say, Jazz.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
if she wasn't a evil piece of shit, I would let her sit on my face. But she is an evil piece of shit, so you know she can go rot in hell.
No, so that means only
No?
hand stuff.
Oh my god.
No, I don't.
Oh my
No,
god.
hey, real shit. I don't fuck with hand jobs. We'll talk about that on the Bros Who Think podcast, but I don't fuck with handies.
Yo,
Like-
All right,
let-
someone quote that in the comment section.
No, you get
That
that's
is
a fact. I don't fuck with
crazy.
handies. Handies suck. But
I mean, they're not great, but I was trying to
nah,
lower
they
it down from
they
her being
suck.
evil.
They're the worst. Don't no point in someone else touching my penis besides myself.
Noted. Noted, Lynn. Thank you
Interesting.
for that.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so
So
yeah,
what
there
else
was
we
one
got
thing-
about this
there was-
chapter?
there was
That
one
y'all
thing.
want?
Jazz brought it up at the start, but I do think we need to sit with a moment. What the first 2 scenes we did have, whenever it's just Kuma spying on Luffy, I don't hate, but I thought that was gonna be like the fake focus of the majority of the chapter. Does this feel to you guys like maybe Oda like ran out of runway on the Bonnie stuff, and therefore this had to get squashed a little bit?
yeah, because I feel like the implications of him going. Now, I'm not gonna say because I know one of my bets or how I was thinking last week was that like maybe he heard because later on in this chapter, Kuma's like they say Nika had like a rubbery, stretchy body, and I thought that when we saw like him see like Luffy do the axe at the beginning, I thought that was gonna like trigger Kuma and maybe he was gonna have a conversation.
Nah,
with
that
Luffy.
nigga did that because of Dragon.
Yeah, but so it's like, and I'm not saying I don't want to say it's a bad move, but it feels like it's more of like this is like more of like a callback to like Luffy's determination to save his friends, and then it's
That
kind of
sort of
funny
thing.
because like Kuma kind of poofed away all his friends.
And
So it's like-
to me, it was like giving us more plot connection between Kuma, Luffy, and then Dragon. So when Kuma and Dragon come, when we get from this shit, it's like, it's narratively makes
But
sense.
I would have at least appreciated Kuma and Luffy at least exchanging.
But see, they
words.
couldn't talk because
Yeah.
think about it. If they talk when he
Oh,
sees
then-
them in Thriller Bark, it makes no sense.
Right.
Luffy's stupid.
That yeah, you could attest it to that, but you know
Yeah.
they
Yeah, because
He
Luffy
didn't-
didn't
he
remember.
didn't-
Luffy didn't remember Marco. He did.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I to me that's I get it, and that's a fair. Like I'm not shitting on this. That y'all are 100% right. We could definitely like attribute it to Luffy's idiocy, but
He's dumb,
I
and
just
also
don't like
he
it.
doesn't spread secrets a lot. Unless
Yeah,
you're fighting
that's
directly,
true.
he really doesn't. He doesn't. One thing about Luffy, he doesn't talk about other people's business.
He
Ever.
does not. I just think it's
Like,
weird.
or
I
kinda
just think it would have
respect
been
it.
weird if they would have talked pre-Thriller Bark.
Yeah,
That's
well,
all.
let me ask y'all think that that Kuma made it like a habit to check in because we see he visits twice, like he just does visit
I think
twice.
he
Like, I
just
assume he
I just think
visited
he makes
more.
sure he's okay. I think it's just like he'll read the newspaper type shit. He'll look from afar and just make sure he's okay. I.e., Sabodi was the last time he could do it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. Anything else y'all got with this chapter? If not, we'll get to our bets.
The one thing that made me emotional again, which is why I rated this chapter a 7. The fact that Bonnie never got to read those letters because Alpha cut them all up and she ripped them all up, but
she got to read them in the memories. Yeah. That shit is
Dude,
crazy.
that makes the memories even harsher because
That makes
like, I thought you forgot about me for a year. No,
and that's
didn't.
why tears just came rushing down. That's why that scene's so impactful, man.
That's why I overlooked the logic of her doing the Nika future, because I was like, please just get Alpha out of here. I was like, I don't like her. She literally she's actually had like more screen time than most characters we know, and I'm like, that's enough. Get her out of this chapter. Get her out of this story.
Don't need her anymore. I'm with you on that. All right, word. Well, let's make our bets. I'll start us off. Small bet. You got one other thing? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. First of all, I also like the egghead stuff because we kind of breezed over that. I also like how Kuma, even despite everything and being watched all the time, he still helps the Revs the whole time.
He does.
They're like, yeah, Kuma pulled our ass out of the fire and left immediately. That way no one could see him do it. Like, that's dedication and that's playing with fire, and I respect it. I like how, we got even more of, the burgeoning relationship between, Vegapunk and Kuma, and also Stussy's here now. And I just want to say this, Stussy might be one of the most best-looking characters in One Piece, and I don't necessarily mean that in a horny way. I love her outfit that they drew her in, and I love how she has interaction with Kuma, and how, like, he's just, they talk about souls and what it even means to be a person. And I, just that one little thing, that back and forth, I think is really nice for the chapter.
Right. It's crazy.
And it also means that when we come back into the future, we have even more reason to like Stussy, because she's introspective about stuff,
I'm glad you brought that up, because it's crazy. Like a clone with free will, but a human without it.
All right, hell yeah. Glad y'all enjoyed that. Fuck yeah. All right, let's get to the bets. Get out of this fucking bullshit. Bring me back Zoro. Attack Lucci. Give me what I need. I need a shot of just fucking fisticuffs and fucking lore dumping and world building. Give me it all.
Lynn, you just saw a massive punch happen and you were upset about it. I don't really understand what's the problem.
Don't even get me started on that again, brother.
Now what's gonna happen when Lucci do one of these on Zoro first page chapter?
Look, I am not a member of the Zoro fan club. I just, represent them in delegation because there's 3 Sanji fanboys in here, so I got to give them a little love. But y'all know where my heart lies. Don't do that to me.
On the upside, we haven't talked about Sanji pretty much the entirety of these back chapters, so
there's been no reason, and it's time to get back. This damn bullshit. God, they had me in the first half. They lost me this one. I'm officially off.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like God Valley. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
God Valley did
the craziest.
Yeah,
that was the craziest cock tease to put in this flashback. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That was
like that was crazy. Like, considering everything else we've gotten here, and we got that just thrown in the middle. I'm like, whoa.
No, he had to give us that because he knew how a little less actiony this shit was about to become.
He was like, yeah, let me keep these power scalers at least interested for a couple of chapters.
Dude, he was like shaking the bag of cat food, man. You got everyone all
hype. Yeah, for nothing. All right, my small bet. We're getting out of the flashback. We're getting out. We are getting out. And first, my big bet is either when we get back to Egghead, the giant robot, Kuma, or Dragon is attacking. One of them is attacking, touching down, and we're seeing some action.
Lynn is begging. Lynn is actively
I am begging. Yes.
He's wishing on a star.
Actively. All right, go ahead, Jazz. What you got? What you betting?
So my Okay, my small bet is right. We see maybe a little bit of Bonnie's adventures.
God.
A little bit. I'm not saying a whole chapter now. I'm saying maybe like 2 or 3 pages.
We're getting the whole chapter of it next week. That's how you know when the spoiler community ain't lit. That's how you know it's one of these flashback chapters. Niggas supposed to talk about spoilers this week.
But you know, then it bleeds back into Egghead. Now my big bet is I hope we go back to Egghead and like and Kuma's there. I really can't say much else for what like what I would want because
we
I'm
don't
not
know.
even sure.
Yeah,
no,
I feel
you know what? You know what? No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, no. I just hope when we go back to Egghead, Kuma touches down. That's
I'm with
my
you.
big bet.
I'm with you 100%. All right, Versen, what you got for us, brother?
Okay, my small bet. I'm saying, and listen. I don't believe this because we're on break next week, so I think it's the end of the flashback.
I do too. That's what the break thing is really has me excited.
Okay, but see, because I want Lynn to hurt, and
why?
I am predicting back to front Bonnie flashback.
Oh my god!
And my big bet is that at some point we're gonna see what it was like for her for the 5 minutes she was at Mary Jo's.
Oh my god!
Over at Mary Jo.
No! I'll melt. I'll be like the Wicked Witch of the West when they
we're starting the new
water on us.
It's gonna be Bonnie's adventures in Mary Jo's.
Oh my god!
She's gonna be courted by
Bro, I swear.
She's gonna have to pick out dresses.
When I read the spoilers, if it's that, I'm coming in our chat and I'm telling y'all it's that. I don't care if I spoil because it's not gonna be important. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Jazz, what I'm hearing is that if
Bonnie
it's that,
adventures.
If it's that, then it's literally gonna be me and you next week.
Pretty much. I'm gonna be here.
It's gonna take a minute,
but it's just gonna be y'all talking about what y'all like.
And it's gonna be like, yeah, but shit was mid though.
Super mid. Oh shit, this is a great review. All right, fellas. Versen, tell the people they can follow you at on social media.
Hey there, you can follow me at Versen the Vassal pretty much anywhere, or you can find me with my real name, Josh Trosclair, pretty much anywhere. I don't know. Pretty much on break for the rest of the month. I mean, I'm working, but we're not doing anything flashy. I'm just helping other people. So, I'll have announcements for January.
All right, fuck yeah. Make sure I'll go follow Versen. Jazz, tell the people they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Twitter, Real Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D God. And I want everybody to keep me in your prayers because tomorrow I have a work party to go to. Or Christmas party to go to. And it's not that I don't like these people. But I just want y'all to keep me in y'all prayers.
We're gonna talk about it on the Bros Who Think pod. I'm excited.
Yeah, Jazz, was there a blonde woman who did you wrong at the party, Jazz?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, no.
He didn't even go to the party yet.
I know, I'm just saying. Is there a receptionist you were hollering at and then she was like, no, and that's why you're upset? No. Is that why Alpha and Athahas ain't doing nothing for you? Upset right now.
Well, it wasn't. It was York. He ain't fuck with York.
That's fair.
So
we got 3 blondes in this chapter. Ain't Stussy also a blonde?
Yes, Stussy is a blonde. She is. All right, you guys can find me at Limbia.
But that don't count.
Oh,
she got a synthetic wig, so it's not really blonde.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Anyway, all right, keep it pushing. Glad to know that we're all about a standard here.
Y'all can follow me at LimbWT. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube because, like I said, we're gonna have a bunch more anime content coming. Not just One Piece, My Hero. We're also gonna start doing a series review that we're discussing how we're gonna start reviewing some of these older series. We'll either do it if it's a short form series, the whole thing. If not, we'll do it by arcs. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for Manga Melee. As well as the Bros Who Think podcast. Bros Who Binge is out now, and then Work Shoot will be out Friday night, Saturday morning. So, a lot of shit dropping, but we'll talk to you again soon. Until then, peace.